The Mississippi State men's basketball team wants to make a run at the NCAA tournament. Their run had to start last night. Despite 16 total wins, the Dogs sat at just 3-5 in league play entering last night's game with South Carolina, and their less than stellar non-conference slate will likely do them no favors. The Bulldogs got the job done last night, moving to within a game of that 500 mark, which has generally been a safe haven for teams looking to get into the big dance in a Power 5 conference. State snapped their 12-game road losing streak in the process, thanks to 18 from Quindary Weatherspoon and 17 from his brother Nick. Coach Howland called the team's 81-76 win their most complete game of the season. The lead in the game switched hands several times before the hot shooting Dogs seized control with about 5 minutes to go. Each of the next 2 games for MSU will be played at the Hump beginning Saturday against Georgia. USA Softball has announced its top 50 watch list for the 2018 Collegiate Player of the Year award, and a pair of Ole Miss Rebels showed up on the list for the first time since 2009. Kylan Becker and Elantra Cox found themselves on the list, ending an 8-year drought for Ole Miss Softball. Becker hit .375 out of the number 2 spot in the order and came around to score 34 runs while driving in 31 more. The senior Cox led the SEC last year with 93 hits. The speedy center fielder broke school records for runs scored and hits while posting the second highest batting average in Ole Miss history at .429. Top 25 finalists will be named in late April. After the failed Nikola Mirotic deal to New Orleans fell through on Monday, it turns out that the teams just needed a couple extra days to sort things out. The Pelicans reaching a deal today to acquire the sharpshooting big man for Omer Asik, Tony Allen, and Jameer Nelson, as well as a 2018 first-round pick. On Monday, the Pelicans weren't willing to exercise Mirotic's $12.5 million option for next year and have decided to go through with it to complete the deal today. The Bulls planning to waive Allen, but they'll keep Nelson. Chicago will also get a 2018 second-round pick to send back to New Orleans in the deal. Mirotic leads the Bulls this year in scoring nearly 17 points per game. Formula One is doing away with their walk-on grid girls. The Racing League announced the decision today, saying that the practice is at odds with modern-day societal norms and no longer resonates with its brand values. The women often dress provocatively and would parade around the track accompanying the drivers. You see their driver Lewis Hamilton. He came under fire in 2015 after he sprayed one of the grid girls in the face with champagne after a win. Their season begins in late March. And Major League Baseball taking extra steps to make sure fans are safer in the stands. All Major League ballparks will expand their protective netting beyond the minimum recommendations issued in 2015. The protective netting will extend to at least the far ends of both dugouts. Installation is expected to be completed at all parks by opening day. Many clubs already announced or implemented safety improvements, including expanding the netting in the past. As the main reason for this, because spectators obviously getting hit by balls and pieces of bats that have broken off, so it's a good move.
Better to be safe.
Yeah.
Thanks.